Hello there everyone, this is just a quick update and a bit of an unboxing, well kind of a semi-unboxing really because I've already unboxed it, about an awesome purchase that I made on eBay yet again the other day. I managed to get hold of a 15mm English Civil War Army. Well, 2 army packs actually, for a combined total of $120. They were $60 each for each of the army packs, and I got yet again a bit of a bargain. eBay can be an amazing place to shop if you're willing to spend the time actually hunting through the stuff. I mean, there's a lot of junk and there's a lot of overpriced rubbish out there, but I find that when I have the time and I can spend a bit of time sort of like, trolling through the crap to find those hidden gems, it can be well worth the effort. Nobody else, these were up for quite a few days. They only had a couple of days to run and nobody else seemed to be interested in them. I thought something might have been wrong with them, but that turned out not to be the case. They're actually, well, they're in perfect nick. Absolutely perfect nick. The miniatures are wonderful, they're brand new, they don't look like they've been used, apart from a couple of broken flags that will be easily soldered back together. They are in exceptional condition. So anyway, they arrived yesterday. I bought these things and they were sent by express post, so they came quite a bit quicker than I was expecting, and this is basically what turned up. And it's hard to tell sometimes on the photos. You don't like how big the packets are, how much is in them. But wait, there's more. And what you're actually going to get when it arrives. So it's, sometimes it's a bit hit and miss. And I have been disappointed on occasions, but not this time. I was down at my local sort of like hobby shop. Well, not my local hobby shop. I was down an excellent hobby shop called Tactics in the Perth CBD, and he's got a massive range of stuff, hard to find stuff, the popular stuff, but all sorts. And I was looking at the packs of 15mm because it's not something that I'm really used to. More into the 28-54mm stuff. And it's not something that I'm really used to, so I had no real idea of what prices these packs were going for, and I was quite surprised. You get a pack of 25 and they're about, they're anywhere between about $20 and $25. So to get all this for $120 was just outstanding. I mean, it's a total of 122 horse and riders, and 192 foot, which is, pretty fantastic. It's 314 figures for 120 bucks. That works out to like 30 cents a figure. It's just pretty outstanding, and they're such an excellent quality of figure too. I was really surprised. I'm actually not sure, these seem to be a very large 15mm. I actually got some of these ones while I was down there. There was, I wanted to build some English Civil War terrain, which I'm in the process of doing now. As, for my army and for the gaming. I've never built like in 15mm before, so these are sort of some proof of concepts. And in order to do that, I got these little fellas to provide a scale. And these ones, I'm not actually sure. These were all obviously, done as 15mm on eBay, but they're quite large. So I'm not sure if these aren't actually more, I don't know, 18mm in size. possibly even 20. And if so, they're even more of a bargain. You know, to give you an idea of the size comparison. It's hard to say. The size comparison there. You know, he's quite a bit bigger. I think they may actually been 18 mil. So it's, yeah, even more of a bargain. But these are really cool little things. So what did I get? I suppose. Let's have a look. So I divided all these up so they'd be easy to paint. And I'm going to have, I've just started doing these ones here. Standing horses, just removing the mole lines, filing the bases down so that they stand properly. And these are like the horses at rest or the standing horses. All very good. And there's 24 of these guys, 24 horses. Just an excellent little horse type. And so then I've got horses that are like walking or at the trot. Got 38 of these guys. And they're very nicely detailed again. Oops. But as you can see, they've got a bit of stuff on the bases, so those ones have already been filed. These ones still need to be. But there's those guys as well. And then we've got the horses at charge. Well, there's 60 of these, so you can have quite a few. Actually charging, and these ones come in. There are like a few different poses. Some head down, head up. Some of them are quite really dynamic. There's some really dynamic poses of them like shaking their heads and stuff. So there's a few different, a few different styles there. Once again, excellent. Actually, I'm going to put these back in their things because we'll end up putting them in the wrong ones. Yep. And then we've got, like these guys here, we've got some, it's not all just the army stuff, it's also, more horses at charge. Where are we? Here we go. I like these guys here. You've got the baggage handlers, and I don't know if these are mules or ponies or what. It's hard to tell, but donkeys maybe. These little baggage guys with, if you can see that, baggage guys, cute with little baskets and like packs. So there's a few variants of those. So you got 12 of these little fellows and 7 baggage handlers. Who so they'll be for the baggage train. These are just little peasant guys. Like with he's got like a crook, a spade, a scythe, another scythe, a couple more spades, another little crook dude, another scythe. So, and these are just, I assume, like the peasant dudes, or the country peasants. And I just thought they were a really nice touch. Quite like them. As I'm fond of the quirky. So I got them. Obviously, it's a pike and musket army. And there's quite a few. I was really impressed because there's quite a few variants in this. So you've got the guys who are loading, so they're loading their muskets. I don't know if you can see that because the camera's not where I usually have it. Loading their muskets, and there's a few variants. So they've got, he's got, I don't know, you know, cap. He's got a, you know, the typical felt hat. And then we've got like the firing lines, and it's the same again. Some are in caps, some have the felt hats. So there's some variants in the hats. That's quite, just like it. It's just awesome, fellas. And then some of them have the, I'm not sure, I think these are the matchlocks, because they've got the stand. They've got the stand, so they're a bit different, these ones. Maybe from, you know, they're still using some of the earlier things. So it's not the, you know, it's a matchlock, not a flintlock. I think they're the flintlocks, I'm not sure. So it was really hard to tell. I actually went to the Blackhat Miniatures website to try and get some, to have a look at the pictures, so that I could actually work out what was what. But even though the range has been up since like 1968, they still haven't got around to putting any pictures on the website, which was a bit of a pain in the ass. So you know, what do? These are the guys that are standing to arms. You know, just some of them are walking, some of them are just standing with them over their shoulder with their muskets. So that's really cool. 45 of those guys. So then we get the cavalry. There are several different types. So you could use these for both parliamentarian and royalist. Although they're pretty much interchangeable, you know. English Civil War. These guys are wearing the, I think these guys are wearing a buff coat and the chest armour, with the standard helmet there. Cavalry, you know, the sort of the round head helmet, and his little sword, sabre. There's a few variants on the helmets. So it's pretty good. There's quite a few of them. And then here you've got the ones with sabre and hat. And there's a couple of variants of these guys too, just different styles of hat. But that's pretty much the typical felt hat. Excuse me. And of course, some pike. I was quite happy because all of these actually still have their pikes attached, after, you know, putting up with Australia Post. So I wasn't sure how many of these would come with pikes actually. So I bought some wire in the same diameter, just in case I had to replace the pikes on them. Got some pikemen, 46 pikemen. So there's not a huge amount of pike. Obviously, there are a lot more musketeers than pikemen. So I think it was 46 pike and something like 105, 106 musketeers. So these guys are really cool. And again, there are a few variants. One with hats and one's without. He looks kind of like a troll. Not sure. Just it's got a real funny flat head there, but that's all right. Oh, these are some more cavalry guys. I'm not sure whether these are supposed to be the, I believe these are the, like the pistoliers, cavalry pistoliers, you know, the ones that used to, they were being phased out, the caracolas. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but they, you know, basically they used to ride up to the pikes and unload their pistols at point blank range. To try and break the pike formation so that the cavalry could get through. So there's quite a few of them. 15 of these guys, so whatever. And then of course, I was quite impressed. There's the the cavalry command. All these guys, you know, they're either the standard bearers or sort of like the either the, you know, colonels or captains, lieutenants of the various formations. So you've got several different types. Standard bearers, quite a few standard bearers actually. You know, guy waving his hat, guy encouraging them to, you know, hurry the hell up and get stuck in there, go kill the Roundheads or the Royalists. I haven't decided really yet whether I'm going to make this a single army or actually do it up as like two opposing smaller armies, like one Royalist, one Roundhead parliamentarian. Or whether it really matters actually, because from all the research that I've been doing at the moment, because I know very little about the military colours and military uniforms of the English Civil War, it's not really a period that I'm very familiar with. I was, you know, most of the main thing that I found out is that nobody really knows. There's very little actual documentary evidence about what they wore, who wore what, and most of them seem to wear the same things and have like a coloured sash or feather in their hat to differentiate them on the battlefield. So really I could just paint these guys up and use them, you know, basically use them as either side, which is what I think I might do. I'll just do up some regiments, some specific regiments. But I want them to have a bit of a nice look to them. I don't want them to just sort of look like a peasant mob, so I may, you know, fudge the colours a bit and actually do some of them in a uniform, in a scheme, in a colour scheme, because there's quite a few colours to choose from. Yeah, so that was that. I was really chuffed. I couldn't get over the fact just how many came. I'm actually a bit stunned, and to be honest, I'm a bit I'm a bit confused as to where to start, because there's so many. I'm going to be painting these till Christmas, next Christmas maybe. Who knows? Because I'm really bad. You know, like I get sidetracked so often. You know, I really do have the concentration factor of like a lemming with ADD. I mean, seriously, look. Oops, sorry, that was a bit quick. But, you know, like, I just got this just shit everywhere. You know, they're all these guys. You know, I'm starting to paint. They're like half done. That's there's my Malifaux guy. He's actually drying at the moment. But these are the Malifaux dudes that I've got. The Arcanists, Rasputina, they're in the process of being done. These guys over here, this is all, oops, you know, this is all the white ones here. This is like Warzone stuff. So just got these guys off eBay. It's all the Warzone stuff. These guys here that are semi-painted at the front, that's some Eureka Miniature stuff. That I'm in the process of doing. You know, there's like a lone town battle suit over there. He's quite angry because I've forgotten about him. And then I found this the other day in the shed. And it's an original towel, like from when they first came out. Still in fairly good nick. But I'm going to stick him on eBay. See if anyone's interested, because I need to sell some crap. I have too much shit. So yeah, so I'm like a lemming with ADD. Just you know, I just sort of flit from one thing to another. But these are definitely. I mean, I will be priming some of the English Civil War stuff today, simply because I want the cavalry done. So I've got, 97 different primer colours. So I'll start priming the horses, just to get things going. It's an easy way to start, and they're quite easy to paint. There's not much, it's mainly one colour. And then I'll get back onto these guys. And I want to finish those off maybe within the next couple of weeks, next week or two. Maybe, if I've got the whole weekend to paint this weekend, I might see if I can, get a good start on them, because I want that Arcanist crew done, because I've got the rule book coming, and I'm building some Malifaux terrain as well at the moment, some sort of Wild Westy stuff. I did this guy. Which I don't know what I've done with now. Oh, there it is. So, I did. It's hard to see. There we go. I did this guy. Sort of like it's going to be a Wild West terrain. At the moment, it's just got. Sort of in the process. I've just given it a gluing and got some base colour on it. Didn't want it looking too pretty. I actually wanted it looking quite rough and ready, because of the nature of the game, and quite dilapidated. So I'm going to make up a few of these. Then I got blisters. I know, poor me, hey? Suck it up, princess. Blisters, mate. It's been that long since I've had to cut up like 9,000 popsicle sticks that I managed to get blisters. I can't believe it. I felt like such a wuss. So anyway, yeah, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Take it easy.